Hi guys, welcome back to more Stokelona on the Force 9's YouTube channel, continuing the Stoke City save on Football Manager 2016. And in today's video, we're going to round off our second season with Stoke. As I said, I'm going to do one more before I work out what my next series is going to be. So this should see us through to the end of 2015, and then next year I'll have something new for you. So today, as I said, we're going to round off the second season. 2 league games to play. Both away games. It's going to be tough. We're away against Leicester, and then we go to Old Trafford facing Man United. As it stands, we're in 6th place. We have a game in hand on everyone else because everybody else has played their penultimate game. We were playing on the Monday night against Leicester, and it's still very tight. We could mathematically still finish 5th, but we are 6 points behind Spurs with 6 points to play for, and their goal difference is better than ours. So we need a 13-goal swing over 2 games, which is highly unlikely. So it looks like 6th place is going to be the best that we can finish. But however, we could finish as low as 9th. Crystal Palace are 3 points behind us. Their goal difference is only 1 less than ours. Newcastle are level on points with us. They beat us 1-0 off screen. And Man United are also... Newcastle are level on points with us. United are 1 point behind us. So we can finish anywhere from 5th to 9th mathematically, so it's going to be hard. So let's go through 3 games played off screen. In the last video, we lost 1-0 to Southampton. Mane with the only goal in the game, bit of an annoying one. In the 3 games played off screen, I won 1, I drew 1, and I lost 1. So we beat Swansea 2-0. Jordan Rhodes and Shaqiri with the goals in this game, 36th minute and the 51st minute. The only shots on target that we had, actually, we passed a bit better this game. They were both set up by Jordan Much, who had a great game, defended really well, clean sheet. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with this one. Didn't really need to make any changes necessary, really. We just made changes to keep it fresh. So yeah, a good win against Swansea. Then we went to St James's facing Newcastle, and we lost 1-0. Only 1 shot on target with this game. Jordan Rhodes was pretty ineffective, and he went off on 68 minutes. We brought on Crouch. We just couldn't find a goal. We didn't have a lot of shots. Newcastle had a lot more possession, even though we had our sort of play short to retain possession and roam from positions. We just couldn't pass the ball well. We only did that with about 65% possession, I think. So that was an annoying one to lose, especially seeing as Newcastle are one of our rivals trying to get that top 6 spot. So that's annoying that we've lost that. And then our other game was against West Ham. We drew 1-1. Pretty even game, so I think this was probably a fair result. Mohamed Diouf, back from his injury, scored a goal on the 37th minute. He replaced Jordan Rhodes in this game. West Ham's equaliser came from a corner, Ogbonna capitalising on a mistake by Gutierrez. 76th minute to make it 1-1, and that's how it ended. Didn't do too badly in this one, as I said, a draw, probably a fair result. So that's it. So 2 games to play today, Leicester and Man United. So yeah, we're going to go straight into it. Diarra is suspended for, I think he's got 1 more game he's got to serve, because he has 15 yellow cards in English football, 20 throughout the whole season, which is just ridiculous that he's got 20 yellow cards and 2 red cards as well. I mean, that's really bad. I mean, our yellow cards aren't the worst. We've got like 40 something, but 15 of those in the league have come from Diarra, so that's annoying. Our top scorer is still injured, of course. Mane will miss the rest of the season with a hamstring injury. He's at a best average rating as well. Shaqiri's got most assists, and he's got most man of the match awards. So yeah, we'll go straight into the game then, away against Leicester. Let's see how we do. Oh, they're playing a 4-3-3. Are they playing Vardy? No, Vardy is not. Where is Jamie Vardy? Because he didn't play us against us in the early game, so it must have been a bad injury. Broken ankle. So he had a knee injury, and he had a broken ankle. He hasn't had a very good time in this game, as Jamie Vardy. Had a few short-term injuries in the first season, but he's had a month out with an arm injury. He's had 3 weeks out of a stomach injury, 3 weeks with a knee injury, and he's currently serving an injury for a broken ankle. So Jamie Vardy hasn't been having the best of times on the game. So the team are going to go. I'm going to bring Ben Davies into left back because Muniesa is in poor form, but we'll keep Muniesa on the bench. But other than that, I'm not going to change anything else here, I don't think. We'll leave the rest of this as it is, and the bench I think is okay. So yeah, let's jump straight into it. We'll submit this team. I'm going to look at the instructions though. So we're going to roam from positions. I think being more expressive as well, because you can get a bit more freedom for how you want to play there. We're still going to clear the ball to the flanks, and we're going to... No, we're not going to look for the overlap. And we're going to get stuck in. We're on counter. We're on flexible. So let's see if we can get some points here. It's a game in hand, so if we win this, then we'll only be 3 points behind Spurs, and we will also be 3 ahead of Newcastle as well. And our goal difference will be better than them. Okay, so let's see. Actually, let's just have a look at the lineups. So Ben Hamer is in goal for Leicester. Don't know where Kasper Schmeichel is. Jeff Schlupp at left back. De Gea, Moore, and Silvio round out the back 4. Ryan Gould plays for Leicester. He's on loan from Sporting. Felipe Melo plays for them. That's an interesting signing. And Gokhan also there. Kramaric, Okazaki, and I'm going to say Ponce are there. Riyad Mahrez is on the bench. N'Golo Kante is on the bench. Ricky Alvarez is on the bench. So a few names recognisable there. And then our team: Jack Butland, Ben Davies, Kevin Wimmer, Ryan Shawcross, Carl Jenkinson, Jan Kirchhoff, Oviedo, Felipe Gutierrez, Jordan Much, Yerden Shaqiri, and Mami Diouf. I think all this time, I think I've been saying Shaqiri's first name wrong. I've been saying Zerden all season. I think it's Yerden. I heard it during the Euro draw. I think it was Jonathan Pearce said it, but then Jonathan Pearce might have been wrong. I don't know. Shaqiri with a free kick here. Kirchhoff on the header. It's a nice early lead. Only 2 minutes played. Kirchhoff's got us a goal from a good free kick by Shaqiri. So that's a good start. I'm happy with that. Here it is again. Shaqiri playing the corner ball from the left. Kirchhoff rose up. Nice header. And he's scored the goal. So great start. The throw in here. He finds Gokhan Inler. Shawcross cuts out the ball there. Long ball. It was sort of Wimmer trying to find Diouf. But Schlupp cuts it out. Passes back to the goalkeeper. Where's Kasper Schmeichel? Does he still play for them? Kasper Schmeichel. Is it Kaspar or Kasper? It's Kasper. He does play for Leicester. Oh, he's got a groin injury. That's nasty. Injuries are plenty for Leicester, it seems. Ponce on the ball here. He's found Kramaric, and there's a goal. 1-1. Very quick reply. There's less than 6 minutes played, and it's 1 apiece. So they went straight up the other end, pretty much. It was from that pass back to Ben Hamer. That was the same highlight. So, yeah. But it's 1-1. So, back to the drawing board, really. Back where we started. It's as you were. Gould to Kramaric, passes out to Silvio on the right, puts a cross in. Oh god, that was terrible. Shawcross didn't deal with it. Okazaki scored. And when I see this again, because that looked like a complete comedy of errors. So Silvio put the ball in. The header from Shawcross wasn't great. Ben Davies has pretty much headed it into the path of Okazaki, and we're now 2-1 down. We're going to try and control the game because it's not working. This isn't going well. We're going to put the ball into the box. And they've got a chance to get third here. Okazaki. Kirchhoff wins the ball. Good stuff by the anchorman, but the clearance wasn't great. Okazaki's through here again. Oh my god. After a great start, Leicester are now 3-1 up. Oh my god, this is awful. We've got a chance here to make ground on Newcastle, and we're not taking it. Diouf to Gutierrez. He's got room to shoot here. Is he going to? He's still going, and the shot was terrible in the end. Straight at Ben Hamer. Half time. I expect to see a much better showing from you in the second half. Ben Davies is also on a yellow card. Right, I'm not going to change anything just yet. We're going to keep going. I'm going to make some tactical changes. They're counter structured. We will push up a bit. Go more direct. Throwing deep in Leicester's half now. Gutierrez on it. Oviedo. Cross. Diouf. 3-2. 3-2. I almost said 2-2 then. They've got 3 goals. 10th goal of the season for you, Diouf, which isn't too bad. He's missed a fair bit of time because we had a falling out at the start of the season. And then he got injured as well. Just before he went to the African Cup of Nations. So that's pretty lucky that we almost lost him. In fact, right, I'm going to take off Ben Davies because he's kind of worrying me. So I'm going to drop Oviedo back. We're going to bring on Affley. We're going to put him a bit further up the pitch on support. And we will do that. So Jenkins has been doing well at right back. I've been happy with Carl Jenkinson's performances. Okazaki skied it. He's kept Debussy out of the team, which is a difficult thing to do. But then he wasn't doing that at Arsenal. But we've got two former Arsenal right backs here, and they're doing well. Oviedo with a throw in. Jordan March, is he going to shoot? He's going to go to Shaqiri. It's 3-3. What a comeback that is! Wow, what a game this is as well. 3-3 puts us on 58 points. It won't be enough to catch Spurs, but it'll give us a very small safety net over Newcastle. Going back to counter seemed to have worked. And Oviedo now has an assist. So maybe putting him at left back is a good thing. I've got to work out what I'm going to do with some of these players as well. Who's going to stay, who's going to go. I think Crouch is going to leave. Maybe Affley, because he's kind of fallen out of favour. Pereira has done quite well. So I've got to work out who's going to stay and who's going to go. Diouf is there. Shaqiri to Affley. Are we going to get a fourth? Please get a fourth. No, he's lost the ball. 10 minutes left. I've got more changes to make. I'm going to bring off Kirchhoff, I think. No, I'm not. What do I do? See, we are very lacking in midfield options. That's something I need to foray into the transfer market for, is midfielders. Right, I'm going to take off Kirchhoff. We're going to play another striker up there. It's going to be Rhodes as a poacher. I'm going to keep him. I'm going to give Rhodes one more chance to see what he can do. And I'm going to bring on Pereira for Gutierrez as well. Because I want to keep these guys fresh for the final game at Old Trafford. And we're playing Leicester at a bad time. Leicester have been playing very well. They've got 4 wins in their last 5, I think. Man United's at our final game, and they haven't been playing well. They lost 4-2 to Norwich earlier, like sort of previously. Kramaric with a shot. Shawcross clears it, but it's only as far as Melo. Very tense stuff at the end of the game here. Shot was blocked, and Affley on it, and I can only assume that he cleared it. See, Man United are doing very poorly. As you can see, they're down in 8th. They could still catch us, but they haven't been playing very well. It's full time. It was a great game, 3-3. It was a good comeback. So, yeah, I'm happy with that. Especially seeing as we were 3-1 down. Even though we did take an early lead, they've kind of lost it. But that's okay. We're still in 6th place, and we've got Man United on the last day. So let's just have a quickly look at Man United's form in their most recent games. So as you can see, if we just filter out, so they're in the FA Cup final, so they've got that to play for still as well, which is less than a week after. So in the league, as you can see, they've only got 1 win in their past 7, and there's that 4-2 defeat to Norwich, and that was at home against Swansea, which we also won by the same margin. You see that they've only got 4 wins this year, which is over Arsenal, Leicester, Everton, and Swansea. So we're playing at the best time, really. We need to see if we can get the win, though, and hope that other results go our way. So we can't catch Spurs now. On the table, we can't catch Spurs now. That ship has sailed. So 6th place is still a chance for Europa League football. Who did Newcastle face on the last day? I've got a feeling they've got an easy game. Everton at home. Where are Everton? Everton are down in 12th. So they've got Everton at home. So they could win that. So I think it's going to be tight, but we'll see what happens. 7th place could get it, I think, because the FA Cup final again is Man City and Man United, the same game as last year. So one of those will be going through. Chelsea, I believe, won the Capital One Cup. No, Arsenal won it. It's there. They beat West Ham in the final, so that's them. And then in the Champions League, Europa League, Bayern Munich is still in it. They're in the semi-final. So has the final still got to be played there? The final is Bayern Munich against Basel. And the Champions League final is Juventus and Barcelona. So, yeah. So, right, I'm going to cut it here. And then when we come back, Old Trafford, Man United, get a win, and we'll secure 6th place. Simple as that. Well, easier said than done, really. Let's see how we do. Okay, Old Trafford, here we go. Man United versus Stoke. Newcastle hosts Everton, so we'll keep an eye on that score as well. Other than that, there's nothing else really that can happen, I don't think. Let me just check the table. So Palace can't catch us. So Man United and Newcastle could both catch us. Man United beat us, they overtake us. So if we lose, we drop out that top 6 and maybe out of Europe. So we've got to win, really. We've got to avoid defeat, let's say that. Looks like they're going to be playing a 4-4-2. No Rooney in that lineup, which is odd, unless he doesn't play for them anymore. He does still play for Man United. but he's got a knee injury. Okay. Team selection. So, what's going to change here? So, Pereira is ineligible because this is, of course, his old club. So, we're going to bring back Diarra. He's back from his suspension. We're going to replace Kirchhoff. No, Kirchhoff's been doing quite well, actually, so we'll leave him in there. See, the team's doing very well at the moment. Ben Davies is going to stay on. We'll leave Jenkinson. I think we'll leave this as it is. I'm happy with this. So, we're on defensive and structured. I'm going to leave everything as it is, I think. We'll just add stuff as we go. So let's proceed and let's see if we can finish as high as we can. Hopefully we'll do well. We will see. Booker's going for a draw. Rooney's out. Pereira's out because, of course, he's ineligible. So we're both vying for a spot in the Europa League. Man United going for the Europa League, yeah. So their team, De Gea in goal, Luke Shaw, Dragovic, Smalling, Phil Jones, Iganazai, Schneiderlin, Blind, Schweinsteiger, Martial and Higuain. On the bench, Vargas, Rojo, Mata, Depay, or Memphis, whatever he wants to be called, Maran Fellaini, Jeremy Mathieu and Chico, who's number 73. Okay, he's not a regen, he's a youngster though. And then we've got Butland, Ben Davis, Wimmer, Shawcross, Jenkinson, Kirchhoff, Oviedo, Gutierrez, Much, Shaqiri and Diouf, with Sorensen, Debussy, Muniesa, Rhodes, Diarra, Affley and Crouch on the bench. Let's go. Okay, I'm going to be very quiet now because people are going to bed, so I'm going to have to be kind of quiet, but if something amazing happens then I will shout. But we're going to start the match and we're going to see how it goes. Sorry if I'm talking quiet if you can't hear me, but people are going to bed, so I need to be quiet. Start. Okay, Man United kick off. Daley Blind is on the ball. Smalling passes it forward. Vimmer cuts it out and we're on the attack now. Foul early on by Daley Blind. Is it going to be an early card here? No, no card. 15 seconds that first challenge was. Shaw with a throw-in. Jenkinson wins it. Jordan Much. The ball's not great there. Higuain. Still on the ball. Passes to Schweinsteiger. Morgan Schneiderlin to Martial. Schweinsteiger's through. Good tackle by Ben Davis. Wimmer clears it away. Out to the flank. Phil Jones picks it up. Blind to Schneiderlin. Martial. And he shoots wide. Only just though. First chance goes to United. I put the scores in the corner. As you can see, Newcastle are already 1-0 down. Everton scoring in the 4th minute, Romelu Lukaku. So Man United have now leapfrogged them into 7th place. But we are still 0-0 here. Only 6 minutes played and they're on the attack here. Higuain puts in across. Martial header point blank against the bar and it's cleared for a throw-in. Half time, not a lot happened. Man United had a shot on target, that was about it, just the one chance. I'm staying defensive because as it stands we will stay 6th place because Newcastle are losing at home to Everton. If we can play for a draw, that's fine. So keep going out there, you can still win. We'll say that. No green. We're going to say that they weren't that bad because they weren't. They played well. Haven't created a lot going forward, but we've defended pretty well. So I'm happy so far. Let's see if we can hold on and let's see what happens. Still 1-0 and Newcastle are down to 10 men. Van Beek has been sent off just before half time and Higuain on the ball here. Jenkinson wins it though, but the clearance wasn't great. Martial's through, saved by Butland. See, they've had 7 shots, so we'll need to start limiting them. Higuain header just over. They've had chances, they haven't taken them. It's 2 clear-cut chances now. I'm going to take off Shaqiri and bring on Rhodes. I'm going to make Oviedo a defensive winger and we're going to make Diouf a defensive winger. And we're going to play for this 0-0 draw. It's going well so far. Butland's made some good saves. Mata puts in a free kick. Davis with a header away. Schweinsteiger will pick up the ball. Ben Davis, another clearance. Dragovic to Fellaini. Phil Jones to Smalling. Jones again. Back up to Blind. Mata. Shawcross, clear it. Diouf's on the ball. He's a winger. What's he doing there? Jordan Much. I'm going counter-attacking. I'm going to try and go for a goal. It's ballsy. It's risky. But we're going to try and go for a goal. Much to Gutierrez. That was a terrible pass. Martial. If they score from this, I'm going to be annoyed. Memphis with a terrible miss. Still 1-0 at St James's Park. So as it stands, we will finish 6th. It's going well. 17 minutes played. I've made a change. I'm going to make another one. We're going to, I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't have anyone else to play on the right, unless we put Affley out there. Right, I'm going to move him up slightly and make him a round-waiter. And I'm going to... Do you know, I don't know what to do. Right, no, I'm not making a change. I'm just going to do about 71 minutes played. I don't know if we go back to defensive, I don't know. 73. Literally, they get one goal and that's it. 10 minutes left, right, 10 minutes left. But we need, right, what we're going to do, right, I'm going to move Oviedo back. I'm going to play Affley. Attack. And we're going to bring on Diarra for Kirchhoff. One last yellow card. One last yellow card won't hurt anyone. Come on. 10 minutes. Hold on for 10 minutes. Don't concede a goal. Score one. I don't care if you score one. Jenkinson with a throw into Diarra. And that was to nobody. Shaw back to the goalkeeper De Gea. Smalling to Fellaini. Building up from the back here. Martial. Is he one-on-one? Oh, God damn it. That's dropped us down to 7th. Right, attacking now. We have to. We can't not. Right. Much off. 2 strikers. Peter Crouch. Oh, God. We've made our changes. I've made all my changes. Wing attack. Oh, God. That's annoying. That's so annoying. 83rd minute. They had so much space then. That's so annoying. How are they doing now? Newcastle have equalised as well. If they score, then that's just a kick in the teeth. CM De Jong scored it. Oviedo into injury time now. Martial's through again. 2-0. Oh, God. We're level on points and goal difference and we're still 7th. Oh, my God. Do not score against 4 time. It's 2-0. We're in 7th. We threw that away. Oh, dearie me. 58 points. We scored more goals than Newcastle. That's the only reason we're 7th. Arsenal won 5-0. Newcastle drew. That's, well, it was Old Trafford, so we did well. I'm happy, but in the end we threw it away. But right, let's see what's happening here. Norwich were relegated along with Huddersfield and Fulham. Man City won the title. So Norwich are sacked Ranieri, Swansea are sacked Gary Monk. We've got 26 million for a 7th place finish. Okay, so it wasn't all that bad. I don't know if we'll still get Europa League because the FA Cup final was Man City against Man United. And Man United finished 6th in the end. So I think if whoever wins the FA Cup, we might still get in. But I don't know. We'll have to see. But we'll probably have to go through some qualifiers if that is the case. So that's it. So next video, I don't know when it'll be because I've got pre-season to play, and then hopefully we'll have some transfers and stuff to look through. So yeah, our match performances haven't been great, but overall we're doing pretty well, and I think we can be happy with how we're doing in competitions. Let's just have a look. Overall, seem to be okay. So Premier Division, apparently we're still qualified. So I suppose that is the case. Yeah, FA Cup we did terribly. Capital One Cup we weren't too bad. Europa League I'm very happy with because we got to the last 16. So not a bad season. We finished 1 below last season, but we did have other competitions that we were doing well in as well. So I'm happy with that. So yeah, next video. I don't know if it'll be a live com or not because we'll have transfers to go through. So we will have to see. That's going to do it for this video. Thank you for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Comment, like, subscribe, and that's it. Goodbye.